Hello friends, welcome to the video. So in this video I am going to discuss about very important concept of multiple integration, that is changing the order of integration. So in any university examinations, changing the order of integration is a compulsory problem. Okay, so definitely they are going to ask in several examinations, because the main hot concept of multiple integrals is changing the order of integration. Then what is it means? What is changing the order of integration? So here, usually in previous videos we have seen evaluation of double and triple integrals. So evaluation of double integral means we are going to identify the limits of x and y, then accordingly we are going to integrate. But here the same procedure you need to follow for integration, but before integration they are asking to change the order. Okay, so change the order of integration. If you look at the given problem, so given problem is, so suppose I am writing here, given I is equals to integral 0 to 4a, second integral x square by 4a to 2 into square root of ax and dy dx. Take it as equation 1. Here if you see what is the order, so the given problem contains the limits 0 to 4a and second x square by 4a to 2 into square root of ax. So your innermost integral are the limits of y, right? Limits of y, because they are in terms of y, x means these are y limits. Then of course 0 to 4a acts as a x limits. Then as per the given order of integration. What is given order of integration? First you are integrating with respect to y, then with respect to x. This is the given order. So we need to interchange this. If you interchange the order, first we need to integrate with respect to x, then with respect to y. That is the order. But it is not so simple as if you change the order of dx and dy. So how to change? So again it is basis on the given diagrams. So you need to identify the closed region on the basis of given curves, then you need to change the order of integration in the diagram itself. So then on the basis of diagram we are going to choose the new limits of x and y, then we are integrating accordingly. Therefore this concept is very important and interesting. So let us try to draw its corresponding diagram. So first of all you identify the curves. Okay, so here limits, if you identify, okay, limits of x you identified 0 to 4a, limits of y we identified as x square by 4a to 2 into square root of ax. Okay, now we need to identify the diagram. So for that, x is from 0 to 4a means it is constant limit. So from y limits we can equate y limits to y. Okay, so y equals to, your lower limit of y is x square by 4a. Y equals to x square by 4a represents parabola. Okay, similarly we equate upper limit of y. So upper limit of y is 2 into square root of ax. If you make it squaring on both sides, so if you make it squaring on both sides, you are getting y square equals to 2 square is 4 square root of ax whole square, square and root cancels, y square equals to 4ax. It means x equals to y square by 4a. What it means? X equals to y square by 4a. It is also a representing a parabola. So your first parabola is y equals to x square, means x square is the parabola, is symmetrical about y axis, and from upper limit you got x equals to y square by 4a. It represents y square is a parabola which is symmetrical about x axis. So with this data, let us write x axis and corresponding y axis. So y equals to x square. So your lower limit means parabola symmetrical about y axis, means you are getting this parabola, name is y equals to x square by 4a, and your second parabola is x equals to y square, which is symmetrical about x axis. So you can write this diagram. Yeah, this is the parabola, name x equals to y square by 4a. So if you see, so these two parabolas are intersecting at 2 points. One is at the origin and one is at this point. Okay, so from x axis you join these points. So if you name this as, at origin you take it as the name O, at this point let us name it as P, OP. Okay, so at P, what is your x and y values? So if you join one dotted line from x axis and from y axis, at point P, what is the x value? At point P, x value is 4a on x axis. So this line, if you join, so its value is 4a. On y axis also it is 4a. Okay, so at point P, P is the point of intersection. Then here we are getting a closed region. This is the region we need to evaluate. Okay, then if you identify the limits, x limits is 0 to 4a, means in the given data directly they are taken x limits on x axis, and for y limits they are depending on this curve. So how to choose y limits? For y limits you are writing a vertical strip which is parallel to y axis. Let us name this as R. Yes, at point R, so point R is on this parabola. So here what is your y? Y equals to x square by 4a. At point R they are taken lower limit of y, at point S they are taken upper limit of y. So means what type of strip they are given here? Vertical strip. X axis limits they are taken from x axis. Okay, x limits, constant limits, they are taken from x axis, and the variable limits they are chosen from this vertical strip. This is the given diagram. Okay, now to change the order of integration, you once again rewrite the same diagram. Okay, so same diagram, just I am drawing once again. X axis, y axis, so parabola, name y equals to x square by 4a, and one more parabola, name is x equals to y square by 4a, and here the point is 4a on y axis, and on point x here 4a on x axis. Origin is 0, 0, and previously they are given vertical strip in the closed region. Now in place of vertical strip, just you write horizontal strip. This is what the changing the order of integration in the closed region. So earlier, as per the given data, they are taken y limits from R to S, right? So because they are taken vertical strip, so now to change the order of integration in the diagram, you are changing vertical strip to horizontal strip. So here you are getting point S, point R. Then on the basis of new diagram, you choose the limits of x and y. Therefore it acts as a new limits after changing the order, right? X limits and y limits. So in previous case, if you look at the constant limits they are taken on x axis, right? Now you are going to change the order means in place of x, so now on y axis you are choosing the constant limits. On y axis, what are your constant limits variation? So on y axis, your variation of y is from 0 to 4a. Therefore your y limits are from 0 to 4a. In previous case, x has taken the constant limits. Now in new limits, means after changing the order of integration, your y is taking the constant limits 0 to 4a instead of x. Next, to choose x limits, you are depending on this horizontal strip which is parallel to x axis. Okay. Then at this horizontal strip at point S, you take the expression for x, and at point R you take the expression for x. So point S is on this parabola. So on this parabola, if you take expression for x, what is your x? X is y square by 4a. So y square by 4a acts as the lower limit of x, and point R, look at the point R on this parabola. On this parabola, if you take expression for x, so you are getting x square equals to 4ay, x equals to square root of 4ay gives 2 into square root of ay. Therefore x upper limit is 2 into square root of ay. Now you just compare the limits. So in previous case, so your x limits are 0 to 4a. Now after changing the order of integration, now your y limits are 0 to 4a and x limits are y square by 4a to 2 into square root of ay. Use these new limits for integration. So after changing the order, your new limits I is equals to 0 to 4a. 0 to 4a are the y limits, and your x limits are y square by 4a to 2 into square root of ay. So these are x limits. And what is the function? So none of the function they are given, just it is dy dx. Dy dx means there is a 1. Okay. So then what is your order? So it is in terms of y means x. First you are integrating with respect to x. Therefore you are writing dx into dy. So if you integrate this integral 0 to 4a as it is, integration of 1 into dx gives x. The limits are from y square by 4a to 2 into square root of ay into dy, which implies I is equals to integral 0 to 4a. In place of x, if you use upper limit, you are getting 2 into square root of ay minus your lower limit is y square by 4a into dy. So it means I is equals to integral 0 to 4 2 into square root of a. Square root of y is nothing but y power 1 by 2 minus 1 by 4a into y square into dy. So integrate with respect to y. So I is equals to 2 into square root of a is constant, y power 1 by 2 integration y power 1 by 2 plus 1 by 1 by 2 plus 1 minus 1 by 4a is constant, y square integration y cube by 3, and the limits are from 0 to 4. So if you simplify this, I is equals to square root of 2 into square root of a, y power 1 by 2 plus 1 gives y power 3 by 2 divided by 3 by 2 minus 1 divided by 4 into 3 is 12a into y cube, limits are from 0 to 4. So you can rewrite this as I is equals to, so 3 by 2 in denominator, if you send it to, so denominator contains 3 by 2, so you can rewrite it as 4 by 3 square root of a. So in place of y power 3 by 2, if we use the limit, okay, if we use the upper and lower limit, so your upper limit is 4, so you can write it as 4 power 3 by 2, and for lower limit it becomes 0 minus 1 by 12a into, in place of y cube we were writing 4 cube, for lower limit it is again 0. Okay, then I is equals to 4 by 3 square root of a, 4 power 3 by 2 you can rewrite it as 4 power 3 into 4 power 1 by 2 minus 1 by 12a into 4 power 3. So I is equals to 4 into 4 power 3 by 3 into square root of a. So 4 power 1 by 2 can be written as square root of square root of 4 minus 1 by 12a into 4 power 3. So if you, here limit is 0 to 4a, not 0 to 4. So 4a means here you are getting 4a. So in place of y cube you are writing 4a power 3 by 2 and 4a power 3. Okay, so if I rewrite this expression once again, so if you rewrite this expression, I equals to 2 into square root of a, so in place of y, so denominator if you rewrite you are getting 2 by 3, right, 2 by 3, in place of y cube, y power 3 by 2 you are writing 4 into a power 3 by 2, for lower limit 0 minus 1 by 12a into, in place of y cube you are writing 4a power 3, for lower limit it is 0. So if you simplify this, 2 into 2 is 4 by 3 into square root of a, 4a power 3 by 2 you can write it as 4 power 3 by 2 into a power 3 by 2. Okay, minus 1 by 12a into 4 cube into a cube. So here 1a cancels, then I is equals to 4 by 3 into, here 4 power 3 by 2 you can write it as 4 cube into 4 power 1 by 2. Okay, so you can write 4 power 3 by 2 as 2 square whole power 3 by 2 into a power 1 by 2. Square root of a is nothing but a power 1 by 2 into a power 3 by 2 minus 4 cube is 64 divided by 12 into a square. So if you simplify this expression, I is equals to, so here 2 cancels, so 4 into 2 cube gives 8 by 3, so a power 1 by 2 and a power 3 by 2 gives a square, because a power 4 by 4 you are getting, so if you cancel you are getting a square minus 64 by 12 into a square. So if you simplify this expression, you are getting I is equals to 16 a square divided by 3. So this is the answer for the given problem. So integration procedure is obvious, only you need to take care while changing the order of integration. You need to identify the reasons. So first you need to identify the given diagram, then as per the given diagram you identify whether they are given vertical strip or horizontal strip. If they are giving horizontal strip, you change it into vertical strip, then you choose the limits accordingly. If they are giving vertical strip, you change it into horizontal strip and you choose the new limits and proceed for the integration. Okay, thank you.